Days of Judah here. There is nothing like a 1-year-old to make you really focus and get your thoughts together so you can make the video. Because I've been trying. This is, I forget what number attempt this is, but I'm trying. I'm believing that this is going to be the one. So I'm just going to dive in and just go for it. If I make mistakes, it's going to be okay. If she's talking and fussing and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be okay because this is the one. This video. Okay. So I wanted to talk about what's been going on in the world recently. There's been a lot of talk about the racial state of our country because of the recent deaths of people like Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, I believe her last name is. I'm spacing for a second. But there's been a lot of talk. And for me, this one has really, really hit home more than some of the other cases. Part of me thinks it's because I'm a mom now, and I'm responsible for a little person that is the same color as I am, and who right now there's still a lot of unrest in our country about that color. So, so the conversation's been much more sharp, it feels like, or it's been very real. But anyway, specifically what I wanted to talk about today was all lives matter, or what I've seen recently, all lives should matter. I wanted to talk about that because I feel like it's kind of off the mark. I feel like it is a little bit of a distraction, and here's why. All lives do matter, definitely. But I think when you are part of a whole, when you're part of a community, when you're part of humankind, the whole team has to be healthy and cared for. Otherwise, then the whole team is not gonna win or gonna function or be able to make it home. You know, like you can't walk with a broken leg. You know, you gotta stop and take care of the issue and make sure that it can heal so that you can be able to function in your full capacity. So when I think about what Black Lives Matter means for particularly this country, for America, it means that we have a broken leg, a broken arm, whatever you want to compare it to. And we have to deal with it. We have to bring healing to that area of our body. Otherwise, we cannot function fully. It's not that the other arms or, the head or the whatever isn't important. It's just that one part is suffering, one part is in pain, one part is in need. I hope you can hear over her. I've gotten used to talking over her. I think about like the Holocaust. I think about when the lives of Jewish people were in danger. All over the world, it clicked, and people said, "This has to stop. We have to make change. We have to step in. We have to." They're in peril and they can't pull themselves out. We have to be the ones. And it happened. And I think if that were happening today, we would say Jewish Lives Matter. That would be like the hashtag. But now today, I think when we say Black Lives Matter, I think because not only because it's today and culturally, I think we think differently about certain things. I think we approach things a little bit differently. But then also, I think this is really, really, this has deep roots in our country, in our culture, in who we are as people. So I think it gets under our skin. I think gets under our skin down to our bones. Like it is uncomfortable to dig this up, to talk about this, to have these conversations, because then we have to talk about things that maybe were one way for a really long time, and we were okay with that. And that's hard. Like, I think about little things like, like Band-Aids. Band-Aids for the longest time have been flesh colored, which, there's not one color of flesh, but there was only one color of Band-Aid. And it wasn't until, like fairly recently, and might I add, it's still something that you have to like Google and look up and search to find other colors of flesh colored Band-Aids. It wasn't until recently that there was like a change, that it occurred to someone, or someone said something where it's like, hey, this color is not the only color in the world. You've been focusing just on one group. This one group has gotten the privilege of, if they get a cut, they can just cover it up and, it's close to their color. Now, I know Band-Aids are small, but that's like, it's one little thing, but it's, and if it were just Band-Aids, then it would, yes, it would be something easy for us to change, because that doesn't really hurt. That's not really super hard to talk about. I hope it's not. But it's been other things. It's been like talking about like our education system. It's been talking about like how the quality of life that some people are afforded and some people are not. It's been talking about how people are served and protected or not. It's been talking about how some people are imprisoned or not. Like those really, really heavy topics and issues in our culture that, sometimes makes it difficult to, like look our colleagues in the eye and or, makes Thanksgiving dinners awkward, or, those things. I think that's what makes it difficult, and that's what makes it really easy to say all lives matter, because then we have to deal with all the other stuff, and all that other stuff is hard. So making this video, I don't think I don't necessarily think that like somebody needs to watch my video and change their mind, and like, like real big foundational life changes take time, take a lot of discussion, take a lot of evolution of our own souls in our process and stuff like that. But I just needed to speak, because like this has been just weighing on me. This has been hard. This has been heavy, and I just wanted to work it through in my way. So that's why I made this video. But I do hope that it gets people thinking and talking and asking questions, because I think that we all are hoping for better for our world. I think we're hoping for great things for our children, as noisy as they may be. And I think that to get there, we have to do hard work. So I'm Days of Judah. These are my thoughts. This is my hyper child, and I hope you have a great day.